Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It is a hot summer day. That's why I'm wearing this silly looking outfit. This is the only thing keeping me going at this point because we're out here on the roof. There's been heat advisories and we're still going. So in the previous episode, we just took delivery of our metal roof. So we're trying to get that on as fast as possible, but we still do have a little bit of prep left to go. Now, last time we had already started putting down some of our laths, and we were using these 4-inch screws to go through the lath, through the rock wool, through the OSB, and down into the rafters. And we wanted to make sure every single one of these screws hit a rafter. After we had paused for a bit and just looked back at it, we realized that the boards were a little bit wavy. The main reason for that is there was nothing really keeping them at 2 inches like the perimeter. And technically, if we wanted to, we could just drill these and just press them down into the rock wool. It is dense enough where we can stand on it, but it's kind of hard to go off of for getting it nice and straight. Now, our solution for that was to cut these dowels. We cut them all at 2 inches and we put them all on top of a rafter. That gives us something consistently across the roof to screw the laths down against. And also these screws, they don't have threads going all the way up the shank. So there was nothing really biting onto the lath. So by putting these down, we can now screw down and compress them against something. We already did some experimenting with it and they are just completely solid now. So we're really liking this. It's such a huge difference now that made. These are solid, so it makes me feel a lot more confident that our roof will be solid too. And yes, we do know that we are gonna be losing a little bit of insulation by doing it this way, but we did calculate how much we'd be losing on this 14 by 22 roof. It's about the same as a sheet of notebook paper, so about 8.5 by 11. So it's really not that much if you think about it. And we're also already above R30. In addition to that, one of the reasons we wanted this in the first place was for all the acoustic benefit. So we aren't really losing much by doing this. We also have our little Walmart AC inside and it's keeping it cool just fine. So we're not too worried about it, but it is heating up fast out here. So we need to get to work with these laths. We've also been using all this string to line everything up. We went and marked on either side exactly where we want our lath to go and just stretch the string across every place. It is a little bit of a tripping hazard, but we haven't fallen off the roof yet. We also did the same thing with strings across the rafters so that we know where they are. And it's been really nice. You can see right now, Dad is lining up the lath right with the string. Just like that. And then we'll just know we're in the right place. The string doesn't lie. right, so we're finally down to the top of the gambrel here, and just doing the same process that we've been doing. First, I marked the outsides at the same spot. We stretched this pink string across, and then went along the string and marked it at every rafter. And now Dad, he's the pro at this now. He's got the hole saw. He's cutting out the chunks of rock wool that are just the exact size for the dowels. And then we'll just be able to put those 2-inch dowels in. They'll be on a stud so that when we put our lath on top, it'll be nice and sturdy. Still extremely hot today. There actually is a heat advisory today. I checked, and so we're doing the best we can. It's definitely slowing us down, but we really want to get this roof done. And so one more thing with this hole saw, we didn't want to damage any of the storm guard underneath. So Dad came up with this. He stuck a, what do you call that? A cotter pin. So we swapped out the cotter pin there instead of the pilot bit. And so that way it has a stop before it actually hits the storm guard. And that has worked out great. It just leaves a little bit of rock wool down at the bottom, and then Dad just picks it out. And we've been putting all the pieces in this bucket. So every chunk we've taken out has fit inside a 5-gallon bucket. It's really not that much rock wool compared to what's on the roof. Today we have Chuck out here helping us put on this metal roof. He was one of our delivery drivers, dropping off the metal, and he is a real roofer. He's the real deal, and he is wasting no time. It's extremely hot out here today, so we're really thankful for him being out here.
It's got a nice little 70-degree breeze going for us. Couldn't ask for a better day.
4th of July.
Yeah, today is 4th of July, so it's hot. Oh. And Chuck is gonna help us he's gonna keep us from making any extremely stupid mistakes that we do on our own.
But you gotta give me a little leeway. You gotta remember, I'm one-eyed, so I see things cockeyed sometimes.
Do you really have one eye, or
Yeah.
you just call yourself that?
No, I have one eye.
What?
Yeah, I got
One-eyed
glass
Chuck.
eye.
There you go. Well, today may have been a record-breaking day at the shed. It's been so hot today and we still need to get out of the sun, but we managed to get our front porch done other than a couple trim pieces, the rake trim on the edges. It worked out perfect. We got it straight, and you know, having Chuck out here to help us was incredible. And he even said he might come back and help us some more maybe next week. It lined up great. It looks great, and we're excited. We definitely did have to spend a lot of time with our furring strips. Chuck was actually impressed when he was looking at our laths, and he laid out the tape measure and he was like, wow, it is exactly on 2-foot centers. He said he doesn't see that very often. So also want to thank Best Buy Metals for all the help this week. We had actually forgotten to order one thing and they brought it out the next day. So Josiah came out, he was in the last video, and brought it down, so it was great having that quick support. He also brought us some cool samples of some other metals that they have, and one of them has this new coating and design, and it just looks incredible. I kind of wish we would have ordered that instead, but we'll use it for something else. All right guys, well, we got to get out of this heat now. We're still burning up filming this, but I want to give a big thank you to everyone that has liked and subscribed. And also thank you to everyone that backs us over on Patreon. Really appreciate your support, and we'll see you guys next time.